If you're a young man and you want to prove your manhood, you go to a boxing gym.
It's not like a gym here. Yeah, it's not fancy. There's nothing on there. There's even the ring is not good. Sometimes they don't fight in the ring. Sometimes, if like two kids, they argue, oh, I'll beat you. Then they start fighting without no ring.
Today, Clottey has traveled a world away from those streets. After becoming one of Ghana's top amateurs, he turned pro in 1995. While his early career was spent in Europe, it was his 2006 fight against Antonio Margarito that caught the media's attention.
There were many people ringside who scored that fight a draw, thought it was an even fight. That fight lets you know that Joshua Clottey was a world-class welterweight.
2 years later, he defeated Zab Judah for a world title.
From Accra, Ghana, Joshua!
So when I won the title, it was very, very crowded at the airport. A lot of people, the ministers, everybody. They were so happy. Then the next day was the real day for me to show the title to the people of Ghana. It was really, really fun. I want it to happen again.
At John's Gym in the Bronx, Team Clottey assembles as the fighter laces up for the most critical training camp of his career.
For Joshua Clottey, this is a tremendous opportunity. If you beat a legend, and that's what Manny Pacquiao's become, you get some of that. That's going to rub off on you.
Joshua Clottey isn't a star. A very good fighter, not a star. Manny Pacquiao, star quality. Lots of it.
And the great thing about Pacquiao is that he's willing to fight the best out there. He's willing to defend that mythical pound-for-pound king title. And he's the kind of guy who delivers on fight night.
I mean, look at the people he's fought. He sent Oscar De La Hoya into retirement.
And he is gradually reconfiguring De La Hoya's beautiful base.
He destroyed Ricky Hatton in 2 rounds.
Perfect right hand inside. I don't know if Ricky's going to survive it. Oh my gosh, what an amazing knockout shot.
He demolished Miguel Cotto.
Now it's Cotto, his back is against the rope, and goes down again. Victory for Pacquiao. I would have to call him an all-time great.
It's been an incredible run over the last couple of years.
I'm very satisfied with my performance last 2 years. Even me, I can't believe what I did, but you know, it's my destiny.
Here at the Wild Card Boxing Club, the Filipino has transformed into an elite fighter showcasing his skills for an equally elite audience.
Manny Pacquiao is Hollywood. When Manny Pacquiao fights in Hollywood, Hollywood celebs go to watch this guy work out.
But before movie star fans poured into the Wild Card to watch his artistry, a boy in the Philippines once plied his craft solely on instinct.
My uncle teach me how to box. He bring me to the boxing arena, and I don't have idea. Oh, my uncle said, okay, you fight with the other, you know, boys, the other kids. Oh, okay, I'm fighting like 3 rounds, and then I won. I make money like 100 pesos, which is $2. That's a big money. I give it to my mom to buy rice and food.
He comes from desperate extreme poverty, and now the very people who wouldn't have had anything to do with him board their private planes and go anywhere around the world to watch him box and pay homage to him. The reversal he's experienced in his life as a Filipino is cosmic. And some of that is behind his reasoning to want to run for public office.
On May 15th, Pacquiao seeks election to a national political seat in the Philippines, hoping to represent his country both in the ring and in Congress.
I just want to show it to the people that I'm not only a world champion in boxing, but to be a champion in service, to be a good public servant.
I wish Manny would finish his boxing career first and then get into politics. The thing is, if he wins the election, I might lose my best fighter.
But now, in Hollywood, the task at hand is Joshua Clottey. And as usual, Pacquiao's entourage, known as the LA Boys, are with him as he prepares for his latest challenge.
And he wants them there. He's comfortable with his homies. He's like a family.
I like to have a lot of friends behind me while I'm training because they make me laugh, make me relax and take out the stress.
They don't bother me. I mean, just like I said, you have them for 22 hours a day. I'll take them for 2 hours a day and leave it at that.
To escape the bitter cold of the Bronx, Joshua Clottey has himself set up camp in Hollywood, Florida. Yet, several members of Team Clottey remain in Ghana, including the smallest one.
So, this is the reason why I'm fighting boxing. My daughter, Zinat. Zinat, how are you? She is everything I have. She knows everything. She knows too much. She asks me questions that I don't even understand.
10-year-old Zinat Clottey's curiosity extended to her father's performance in his last fight against Miguel Cotto.
Zina said, when you fought Cotto, what happened? Because everybody was talking that you should have knocked Cotto out.
And Clottey comes back with a great left hook to the body and a terrific uppercut.
The Cotto-Clottey fight was an either-way fight. I thought it was his fight to win. I thought he was beating Miguel Cotto to the punch. The cut over Miguel Cotto's eye was causing him problems.
As the blood flows again from Cotto's left eye.
In the 11th and 12th rounds, Clottey has what amounts to a dead man in front of him. And he allows Cotto to throw enough punches and win the fight.
The winner by split decision, Miguel Cotto.
What the fight crucial? I was chasing Cotto. If Cotto is chasing me, it's a different story. I was chasing him. The fight, they robbed me.
In the days following the disappointment, Clottey fired his trainer, and when the call for Pacquiao came, Clottey wanted Ghanaian coach Alloway to step in. 8 weeks before the fight, though, Alloway was still in Ghana, stalled by visa issues. In need of filling the position, Clottey promoted his cutman, Lenny DeJesus.
I've been in the boxing game for 47 years. I've been an advisor, trainer, cutman, but in this case, I work both cutman and head trainer.
Lenny DeJesus, he's been around boxing a long time. He's one of these real New York boxing characters.
That's the way to do it. Beautiful.
I think for me the question is Joshua Clottey spending his training camp listening to Lenny DeJesus rather than trying to get Coach Alloway into the United States?
He respects me, I respect him, and we talk certain points. I don't throw too many things at once, because when you throw too many things at once, you confuse the fighter. But I got the key to beating Manny Pacquiao.
The keys to boxing strategy are not the only ones familiar to DeJesus.
I'm a security specialist in New York City. I'm a locksmith. Been doing that 47 years, because you have to fall on something when you don't do boxing, so that's what I do.
At the LDJ key-making shop in Queens, the decor is a tribute to a career in the ring. But one ex-client's photo is distinctly missing.
I had the pleasure of working with Manny Pacquiao. Well, I was the cutman, more or less, and the advisor in case that anything happened in the corner with Freddie Roach. I would take over as the main principal in the corner.
From 2003 to 2005, DeJesus worked as a cutman for Pacquiao's showdowns against Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Eric Morales.
I don't need to watch any tapes because I already have Manny in my mind, how he fights. I mean, Freddie Roach maybe put a little knowledge and stuff like that, a little techniques. He'll be the same guy that I saw 5 years ago.